America. This is
the fastest 2 hours in radio.
I think we really need like an intellectual revolution.
Now, of course, this is not so much a show as it is a special event.
The Morning Edge with Fox 2's Vic Faust,
We need to have a little talk here.
Chris Knight,
Hang On.
and Eric Johnson.
The more bizarre he gets,
The more people like him.
A complex mechanism that in itself must be operated by an even more complex entity, you.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Good morning. It is 8:06 on this Monday, July 11th, 7-Eleven day. You know what they used to at the old what gas stations were those? They used to on 7-Eleven day it's 7-Eleven, like free Slurpee day at 7-Eleven.
I'm gonna go there today and get me one.
Is it still going on?
I don't know.
I think it might be.
Ooh, I'll look it up.
7-Eleven had free Slurpee days. You can look it up. I mean, I haven't had a chance to look it up. I just looked at the date and I went, oh, it's July 11th. It's 7-Eleven. And it's going to be hotter than hell today. Chris walks in, talks about 100 degrees in the St. Louis area. Not sure where everybody else is listening. It is interesting you brought that up, though, Chris, because there is a list out with the 10 sweatiest cities in America. Chris Knight is here. Crystal Cooper, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. But seriously, right out of the gate, the study found the 10 sweatiest cities in America are
St. Louis.
Orlando,
Mm-hmm.
Corpus Christi, Texas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Okay.
New Orleans, and Tallahassee.
We didn't make it.
No, not Missouri.
That's hard to believe.
We went over the last maybe 3 weeks to a month.
Right.
It's been hot. It's been hot here. But anyway, that's what's going on. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend as we welcome you in today. And of course, we were just talking about it.
You have to tell people how the hotel work out.
I am. Sherry said, "Happy." Are we talking laptop?
Mm.
I don't know what that means.
Mm-mm.
But good morning to everybody. We're here. Cindy says, Vic, did you get a hotel room Saturday night? I did. I did. It worked out. And here's what happened
No visitors?
for visitors.
Cockroaches?
Oh, no. But
Your door's locked.
But it isn't. But I do have an update on that, and it is funny. It was in Rockford, Illinois,
Okay.
tournament. It's a massive tournament every year. They've got a Midwestern soccer tournament, a Midwestern lacrosse tournament. Tons of people in town. You know, they've got a fair share of hotels, but it always books up pretty quick. Long story short, my reservation was canceled Friday morning while I was on the show because I didn't pay in advance. So basically, your reservation is done away with, can be done away with by a hotel owner. So I got some intel because I'm a reporter. Long story short, Chris got online. He started finding some hotels. We did what we could. I had seriously like 4 or 5 people send me hotel possibilities. So I'm like, okay, got one, was happy with it. The Baymont worked about 5 minutes from the field. It was easy. It was awesome. As I tell my son, we've done about 60 tournaments in the last 4 years. These are business trips. We're not worried about going and having all this fun anymore because it's ultra expensive. We're all worn out. We're tired. It's lacrosse season ended, thankfully, because we travel the country and play the best competition you can. So you don't find anyway. So we get there. I asked the woman. There were like 5 hotels that had reservations open. That nothing was open until that Friday morning because I was on our lacrosse team chat line that everybody was talking. Oh, this hotel came open. That came open. Apparently, the Friday mornings before, all these hotels have openings at this big tournament because, one, people don't realize, or they signed up for a 2-night minimum, and then they're like, whoa, we're not going to do that. So then they back out. Cards don't work for whatever reason, and then they have openings. So when I checked in, I asked the lady at the front desk, oh, Drew, don't worry, I'm getting to you. Don't worry, Drew. Don't go anywhere.
I can't wait.
Elon Musk is a fraud. Elon Musk is a genius.
That's right.
Twitter's board is a fraud. And people who love Twitter and what they have done to Elon Musk is a fraud. Elon we'll get to Elon. But I'm like, I told her, I'm like, is it normal to have your reservation canceled? And she's like, what hotel? So I told her what hotel. She goes, oh, She's like, I've been in the hotel business, honey, here for about 30 years. VJ owns that hotel. And he does that to people all the time. I'm like, I said, VJ? What? So VJ
We need
tells,
to call VJ.
So VJ has his desk people call and cancel reservations if they haven't paid for it already, even if they had a reservation. So if you didn't pay for it in advance.
Wow.
And and she's like, oh yeah, that happens all the time. And I was like, man, I thought this was going to be the second straight year in a row that I had problems. Last year I came in, couldn't find a reservation, and I had to go to this hotel back over there on Rockford that was called the Days Inn. I used to think, by the way, we thought it was the Red Roof Inn. It was the Days Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Same name. And she just looked at me with a stunned look. She goes, I worked there. I was robbed at gunpoint there 5 years ago.
Oh, boy.
Ah.
And I was like, not surprised. I'm like, that's like Section 8 housing. She's like, absolutely. She's like, I cannot believe it's still there. She's like, they're trying to invest money to redo it now, so it looks different than it did last year. But she's like, it's a terrible place.
So is Rockford, Illinois, is that kind of a rough place?
Parts of it, but there's other parts that are decent.
Lot of population
Jeannie
there?
says, who's VJ? I was like, yeah, a decent amount.
Really?
Yeah, they've got tournaments there all year long because they have one of the biggest sports facilities called Mercy South Sports Score, or the Mercy Sports Score. Massive. So it's huge. The travel industry, tourism industry has to be huge in Rockford from all the tournaments they have year round. But anyway, I did not do any more research on who this VJ was, but apparently VJ owns hotels in Rockford and pulls people's reservations when he needs to. So the weekend was fine. Got back yesterday. Thanks for asking. That was the hotel drama. End of story. We are all now dumber for what we just heard. But don't go to Rockford and think you're going to get a hotel room just by reservation. You have to pay for it in advance. So there you go. Anyway, Crystal, for everybody, went on a float trip to the Black River, Lesterville, over the weekend.
I did.
Did you get any chigger bites?
No.
Okay. I hear that that's a problem there.
No, I didn't get any bites
Good
at
for
all.
you.
Yeah, we were good.
You didn't find no leeches on your nut?
No. Didn't have that problem.
How
Thank
about
God.
ticks?
No.
Oh, quit lying.
No,
Was
we
it
were
a-
good.
How do you go on a float? Did you go camping?
Yeah. Well, I stayed in an RV though.
An
Oh, so
RV.
you went glamping then.
That's
My
kinda
friend
glamping.
had one, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to stay?" So I said yes. So I stayed there. We had a really good time. In fact, I'm wearing the shirt that we all got. Steve made them for us.
So tell us about your float trip.
Third annual float trip. Well, I maybe had a little bit too much on Friday night.
Anybody flip over,
So-
beer coolers floating down the river?
Oh, everything happened. And I saw more of it because I did not really drink on the river. So I really watched everything happen. It was fun. It
There
was
you
really
go.
fun.
Good.
I ended up gondoling our raft for a little bit.
Well, see, you said you were not excited about going, right? Or decent?
No, I was excited about going. It was more like at first it was like, am I going Friday and Saturday? Are we just going Saturday? We weren't sure because if we were going to camp, we were only going to stay one night in a tent. But then when I got the option by my buddy Phil to be able to hang out in an RV, I was like, yes, thank you. So I hung out in there.
Did you guys do? I saw a bunch of pictures on Facebook from two different groups, themed float trips.
Oh, I saw those people, but no, we didn't have a theme.
See, I've never been on a float trip. Before
no?
you
Oh,
joined
but you're
the
going.
before you joined the show, I think we did an entire
We're gonna do a
30-minute
float trip.
segment
We're
We
going to do an edge
should.
float trip.
because I've never been on a float trip.
Who
We
are
should.
you going to take with you? You got to take somebody with you. Take
My
somebody.
sons.
That'd be fun. Have they ever been on a float trip?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. It all depends on the weekend.
Well, we're going to schedule one up. We're going to have an edge float trip.
An edge float trip.
Yep.
All right.
It's going to be coming up here probably within the next month.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Serious. We're going to do it. Now, you don't have to come down and camp.
Well, I'll check
or
my schedule. I'll check everybody I
anything
know's
like that, but
schedule.
We'll make it close enough to where you can come down for the day. So if we go to the Merrimack down in Sullivan or Steelville or something like that, where it's just an hour for you to drive there, but we're going to do one.
How am I getting home?
We got to do it. Got to do it. Could you imagine Vic Faust and Eric Johnson on a float trip going down the Merrimack?
I don't know if it's that cool. I think that's over Eric.
It's gonna be,
I think it'd be
who
a
dumps who
blast.
first, right? No, we had I know. I felt really bad.
Yeah, it was last summer, Dottie. You're right.
I felt really bad though. A few people lost sunglasses.
Yeah, that's why if you take them, you buy the cheap ones.
Well,
You don't
this
know.
pair was not
Right.
cheap.
Gas
and I don't-
station.
I,
I
don't
learned
think
my
he
lesson.
was too happy about it.
No, that's if you go to the lake, any lake. I'm sorry, unless you're on a boat and you're not drinking and you're driving, then you wear. Chris, come on.
Yeah.
You know, don't take your nice stuff.
No.
Don't.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I always said take rings off, jewelry, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Get it off. I've watched too many people lose. I almost lost my makeup bag at the lake last year, okay? That's a major deal.
We'll have to
That's
get on
funny.
Eric a little bit because my wife said he didn't show up last year. That's right.
Oh.
He said he was going to come down for a float trip and he didn't show up.
Yeah, but that's what he does.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man, your son's playing where football? I'm going to be there.
I'll be there.
I'm like, Eric, it's sign me up. I'm going to be there.
Oh man, I had to go play Kansas City.
And we'll check in with Eric when he comes back. But, yeah, that's what happened, the float trip. So glad you had that. Chris was busy,
Lots
I'm
of
sure,
fun.
all weekend long, right?
No, I just kind of did the family thing.
All right, that's good. That's why you have a family.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm excited about a float trip again. We had a lot of fun.
Amy said she's going to bring her RV. I'm telling you, man, we're going to do an Edge float trip and it'll be a blast. We'll have fun.
I
Yes.
trust you.
We'll
Okay.
have fun.
I
Be a
trust
good
you.
time.
I'll have to find out who made these shirts for Steve, and I'll get us shirts.
Yes.
Well, I just saw, like I said, the themed ones on the river. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, what would your theme be then?
I have no idea. Like, they had one that was Hoosier. I think it was like Hoosier, and there was some, like,
Do we do like 80s?
people were dressed
like
80s. I
rock
think they had 80s stuff. I think I saw that as well.
hairband stuff?
I don't know. There's a bunch of that stuff going on. It is crazy. Hey, good news. I know we have listeners all around the country, but for St. Louis, 4 Cardinals make the All-Star game, including Albert Pujols, who was selected as a commissioner's pick.
I
about
love
that?
that.
They'll never have 2 better All-Star commissioner picks. He screwed it up because he made it too good out of the gate. Because you're never going to have they got Albert Pujols and Miguel Cabrera from the American League, arguably the 2 greatest right-handed hitters of all time, or at least in the conversation, as the All-Star commissioner picks. But we're glad it's a Cardinal, and so apropos after he basically won the game
I know, 684,
by
huh?
himself yesterday. Pujols 3 for 4 with a home run. It's like, okay, thank you, Albert. Nolan Arenado is going to be there. Wished he could have been a starter. He's going to be back up. But Paul Goldschmidt, our starter,
Yeah, wasn't that 50-50 almost?
with Arenado
Yeah.
and San Diego Padres third baseman Manny Machado.
Man, I voted every chance I could, Nolan.
I voted once.
no,
And
every
then Ryan
day.
Helsley, a
Every day.
reliever. The Cardinals had a reliever that actually made the game. So,
But we don't get to pick those.
no,
Like when I was voting, you don't get. Why don't we get to pick pitchers?
managers.
But-
because that's who they're going to use and how they would
Okay.
use it.
But yeah,
So
like
at
I
least you
would
have
like to
that.
see them use who I send them. Why not?
So I was glad to see that come out over the weekend. That was good news. The Cardinals' offense was brutal up until yesterday. Hopefully something good can come out of it. They've been a very frustrating baseball team this year. Let's just hope things can get better. Did I tell you guys last week that Verhagen, the pitcher, has been on the DL? I can't remember his first name right now. Did I say that on air? Because I saw him at a 4th of July party. Didn't I tell you guys that on air?
I don't think so.
I saw him and Harrison Bader. Talked to those two for a while. Harrison's been on the DL.
Yeah,
So
he's a hottie.
they were both very respectful, very well spoken. You know, you can hear stories about sports guys sometimes. They were great. They were fantastic. But Verhagen, I really, really like. He's from Dallas, Texas. He just had this other. He's like, you just wait until the second half. he kind of had this McConaughey thing going about him. He's this big dude. He's like 6'4", shoulders like bigger than a wall, but very, very respectful. And he's like, we got as much talent as anybody in baseball. I mean, he really like was into it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he had me believing, even me.
Who was it?
I was like, damn,
Who,
Verhagen.
was it Michaelis that was saging the stadium yesterday?
That's exactly where I was headed with this.
Maybe that's why he's like, just wait. We got things in our back pocket.
In an episode out of the movie Major League from the 80s.
Yes.
Since the Cardinals can't hit anymore and they can't win, Miles Michaelis, who's a free spirit, he's a very holistic guy too, believes in holistic medicinal experiences. And I would encourage everybody to look into it and study it if you could, just because we've talked so many times about hospitals and what you're going to get from old-fashioned medicine. Well, he decided to burn sage all over Busch Stadium yesterday before the game.
Yeah.
And for what it worked for Albert
It
Pujols.
worked.
Sure did.
Pujols likes that sage. That's
What number
for sure.
was that?
84.
84.
684.
Yeah.
Is he going to get 16 more?
I
No, he's not going to get enough bats.
Yeah.
I really, really want it to happen, though. You know,
You don't think he gets
yeah.
to 690? They're going to start putting him in there more?
No, it all depends on because it all depends on
on the race for the
on what's happening in the division.
yeah.
That's true.
And then
But if we make
maybe
it in
he comes
and
back for a few months next year.
if we can squeeze it in, maybe those postseason games would help him out, though. You know,
I was just going to say, I got a stupid question. So if he let's say he gets to 698 and we go into the playoffs, that does not count if you hit a homer in the playoffs, right? Because it's not the regular season, it's playoffs. Would that still count?
I don't know. That's a great question, Chris. Normally I know those answers. I don't know it.
I thought they still included the postseason stats. It's it's a career stat.
I would assume that would be the case.
Yeah, I think they do.
Hey, Jeff Nichols said Burning Sage worked for the Rams. I do remember that.
Oh yeah.
I think it was the old Balzer.
I'm not
man.
gonna know who, but I do remember that. That's
Report
funny.
Howard Balzer, I think, did it. I think he got credit for doing that. Burning Sage and helped the Rams. We're going to start burning sage in on the edge, and people are going to start companies.
Not in here.
No, companies are going to like blow us up, make us national, like
There you go.
give us national advertising.
Yes.
Sage. Todd says it's all about the sage and the squirrels. By the way, you are listening
Yes,
to the
the
Edge.
rally squirrel. That was such a good year.
The fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. We just jumped right into it today because it is the fastest 2 hours and it goes by fast. Chris Knight's here, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. As always, you can listen on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. You can also jump in on YouTube at The Morning Edge. Heck, and if you want to actually give us a call, too, you can do that the old-fashioned way, 636-695-2915, 635-2915. Break time. There you go. Yeah, okay, we'll take a break. Don't go anywhere. Coming back. Okay, let's just give you an idea. Biden continues to blame Russia. Oh, check that. Breaking news. Now he's blaming Republicans for gas prices.
No.
We're going to get into all that, see where you fall out on that side. Local hospital vandalized over the weekend. Like 46 cars broken into
So
in a hospital parking lot.
Come on.
Elon Musk is just abusing Twitter. I mean,
Oh,
he
my
is.
God, he's manhandled.
This guy is giving lessons on business and how to abuse people. Sorry, Drew. Sorry, dude. You're getting abused if you back the Twitter board because Elon Musk. What it would be just to listen or learn from Elon for 1 week.
I mean, I follow him on Twitter, and there's some gems on there.
Wow.
I mean,
Is
not
he-
on Twitter, on TikTok.
Mass protests all over the world. Crazy scenes. We're getting into all of it today. Don't go anywhere. Plus, whatever you want to do, you let us know on the Facebook line or give us a call. Fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. The Edge back right after this.
Your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant Cash Offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for Adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with Premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FALL.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works overtime with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget is available as a concentrate or extreme reach hose end. Purchase Wet and Forget in-store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back. Happy 7-Eleven Day, July 11th, 2022. The world's falling apart, but at least we have Slurpees. Chris Knight's here, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. And for those who like alcohol, you have... you can have your Slurpee any way you want. You could have an adult Slurpee. A hard Slurpee.
You'd put what in?
You've heard of hard seltzers?
You do
right?
vodka? Was that what you would have, maybe?
Sure. And then on the river, I guess you do.
You do what?
You do straight alcohol.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think I'd add rum to my Slurpee
Oh.
instead of vodka.
Well, isn't that kind of thick?
Rum?
What kind of rum? White rum?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know.
Are you a wino?
No.
No?
No.
Beer.
That didn't sound very...
Beer Slurpee.
I'll drink wine, but that's not my first or probably top 5 picks.
Chris Knight's here, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. I talk about 7-Eleven Day. Crystal, what did you find regarding Slurpees.
So they are celebrating it after a little hiatus, and it's because it's their 95th birthday, actually. So there is a Slurpee Day today, and you can get a free Slurpee at Speedways and Stripe stores as well. It's a free small Slurpee, but you have to use the 7 Rewards loyalty program through the 7-Eleven app. And they're also having some $1 snacks as a celebration for their 95th anniversary or birthday.
Okay.
So go get your Slurpee.
They also do it's not 7-Eleven, but Quick Trip. I know my son used to love something at Quick Trip. They have some sort of Slurpee. It's not like Slurpee, but they have some sort of like crushed ice drink too, I believe.
Nice.
I believe that's it.
There was a gas station on my way to Lesterville that had a place where you could fill your cup up with ice and put it under and actually make an iced coffee. And I hadn't seen that anywhere before.
Was that in Missouri?
Yeah.
A lot of people like rum. Amber says rum is the best. Chris, do you like rum? I didn't think you would, especially if you're a tequila.
Not so much.
I don't see people that have taste buds for tequila having taste buds for rum.
Tequila is one of my favorite things to drink.
And you like rum too?
Yeah.
But you like it all. You're like, give me some of everything.
That's what happened on Friday.
Hey, guys, it is The Edge. Welcome back to the show. If we could, real quick, we got to jump into the Elon Musk thing really quick because it was such a major story for so long. Okay, Elon Musk pulled out of the Twitter buying, so to speak, situation on Friday. Well, then Twitter says that they've reportedly hired lawyers to sue him to try to force him to buy Twitter.
Yeah. Does that mean he's going to get it cheaper?
This is awesome. This is how you embarrass.
Right?
I mean, Twitter, we all knew Twitter was a joke of a company. Their board was a joke. They were a biased company.
Well, of course.
If you didn't agree with it, the First Amendment was not being adhered to. Elon comes in, wants to buy it, offers him a ton of money for it, but then it's like, oh, yeah, we got this bot situation going on.
Why didn't I do this?
Yeah, well,
the guy's a genius.
He is a genius. So now he's like, I'm out. So then they hire lawyers to try to come after him. So Elon Musk having a lot of fun, and it's gone viral. He posted a series of 4 photos today on Twitter. He says, quote, they said I couldn't buy Twitter, with a laughing face. Then they wouldn't disclose the bot info.
Well, hell no.
With a laughing. And that's a serious issue. It really gets into how much the company's really worth, how many followers they have. They wouldn't give it because they know they've been faking it. Twitter's been a fake-ass company. Now, he says, they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Another really big laughing face. Finally, it says, now they have to disclose bot info in court.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Drew,
Winning.
I'm sorry. Drew, that's called winning.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew, I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's no other
Drew, clearly
explanation.
you didn't know what was going on and what Elon Musk did today. But even you, one of the most negative people on the face of the earth, maybe as you call yourself a realist, would realize how Elon Musk has just abused the Twitter board with his genius.
I have to throw it back in Drew's face. I'm going to say something that he tells us. Just watch and see, Drew. Just watch.
So Elon Musk for the win, whether you like him, whether you don't. He has just tied up Twitter in a nice little bow.
Big time.
And I guess I think he'll probably end up with he'll probably end up with a company, right?
For cheap.
less.
Yeah, for like 30 billion maybe.
Yeah, it'll be way less.
He's so awesome.
Guy's a genius.
He is. He kind of reminds me of Eric Johnson.
Yes.
The genius, the creative genius is something to behold. Eric Johnson walking in. He just got in from Kansas City.
Looks like he just woke up.
He does.
Yeah.
Have you ever, there's something worse than being hungover, and that's heat exhaustion. You know what heat exhaustion is?
God, here we go.
Do you know what heat exhaustion is?
So it was 88 degrees and you got heat exhaustion.
No. I had the Lake of the Ozarks, Kansas City, Springfield. Everything is outside in 98-degree and humid weather.
Yeah, I did hear this
With
happens.
lights on you.
I heard after
It's worse than being hungover, dude.
No, I heard when you hit 55, this kind of stuff happens.
Well, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, so I should be kicking
but
like
you're not
I should be like
far.
kicking like a chicken. I'm not. How you doing? Everything all right around here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
Elon
a
for
free
president.
Slurpee. You want one?
I'm not a big Slurpee guy.
No?
Is there 7-Elevens anymore?
But I'll bet if
That was my question.
What the hell? Is there
That's why I brought up-
7-Elevens anymore?
Yeah, I was like, where are the 7-Elevens?
Bring them into Quick Trip and maybe I'll buy one. But my God.
Oh, yeah.
Quick Trip.
Yeah, Quick Trip rocks.
Yeah, that's why I just brought up Quick Trip. I think they have some sort of. It's not the original Slurpee, but it's a version.
Yeah, everybody has their little slushy mobile thing. They're good. And Crystal Cooper's right. You put some Captain Morgan's in it, Slurpee, man, that would be fantastic.
There's some rum.
See?
Yeah, but I guess it would depend on the flavor.
I guess. Elon Musk for president.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I still don't know. I mean, if I can ever
this
trust
cat,
him
we just find out
100%.
he's got 2 twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
He's got 10 kids.
So I got $45,000 billion. What are you going to do?
And those weren't his first kids. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Yeah, they'll be in some dungeon somewhere.
And they
Don't worry
probably
about
won't
them.
be his only kids. I'm sure he'll have
No!
some.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
got
he's
He
not
doesn't
old.
care.
He's got kids on every continent. It's Elon Musk.
He doesn't care. Twitter? You mean that little blogging thing? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So what? Who cares?
And of course, our listeners who are all throughout the St. Louis area, Missouri, and the country, jumping in with where 7-Elevens are. The Village Bar, painted all gray. That's right by 270 and Manchester. 7-Eleven right off Page in Maryland Heights. On the way to work, Vic.
I know. I feel like there's one in like De Pere by West County Mall, right?
All right, I'm going to
Isn't
call one.
7-Eleven is so old school. I can't even believe we're. I mean, my God.
I know. It is.
Come-
That's like 80s old
I know.
school.
Come and go
That-
is 10 times better than. Come on.
Eric, tell him to give us the details, all right?
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Well,
That's how old they are.
That's how old they are. Are you sure there's 7-Elevens around still?
Dude, I don't think there are.
Yes. Yes.
Sure?
There's one in Maryland Heights. Todd reminded me. I get gas at this. I forgot. I just pull and I don't even look at. I don't look at whether it's a BP or an Amoco or
Right.
7-Eleven. I'm just.
No, the one I'm thinking of in De Pere by West County Mall isn't even a gas station. It's just
here's
the
another
store.
one. Amber says we have one across the street from our store, Olive in Olds Mill.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh my God,
Old
they had the
Woodsville.
worst hot dogs.
Mexico and
yeah,
Big Teton. I like to say
That's
that.
the one I
Teton.
called, and it didn't work.
I mean, they're
De
turning.
Pere, 7-Eleven across. Yeah, from the village.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Are they the ones that kind of started the whole chain convenience store thing? Was 7-Eleven kind
Maybe.
of the first?
I would think.
Would you
they
think they
probably
were?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Leave it to
they're
Aaron.
it's nostalgic, but they're not good. They're
Aaron-
not good.
Aaron
Oh,
says
they're
there should be a
everywhere.
massage parlor named Come and Go, not a gas station.
Well, everywhere you go in Missouri, that when you get off the highway, like the trucker stops, it's come and go,
Mm-hmm.
and you giggle, and then you get your gas and you leave.
You do.
Yeah.
You would. You and your bandmates. I could.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Man.
seriously, tell us about your weekend. You were playing where?
The Power Light District in Kansas City
On
while we're
Friday
learning-
night,
yeah,
right?
On Friday night.
Were they showing up huge again?
We
for
had
PRL?
Machine Gun Kelly next door. It was PRL
What?
at Platt. It was a crazy night. It was awesome. And
Machine
then-
Gun Kelly.
Yeah, you don't even.
That guy's
I don't
an
even.
idiot.
I don't even know who
Chris,
he is.
he may be, but I'm telling you, I would go watch
Yeah, and
one time.
wasn't he? Isn't he
I
going,
think he's talented,
Isn't
and
he
I
go-
like some of his music. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding.
Isn't he going out with Megan Fox?
Yes.
So there's something for everybody. You had the emo kids. You had the kids would be walking down the street looking like Machine Gun Kelly,
People don't. That's
and the
not
girl
called
would be
emo
looking
anymore.
It's not emo.
That was like an '80s
Yeah,
thing.
you can't. There's a lot of pink in their
90s.
emo over there. So we're playing it. That's a great venue, by the way, Kansas. Let me tell you something. Here you go, Tashara Jones. You can bring Drew Collins out there, and I'll take you on a tour of a real city that's doing it right. Kansas City, Missouri, has nightlife till 2:00 in the morning, and it's safe.
7-Eleven, Eric.
I don't even know what I'm talking
About
about.
I want to know
Slurpees.
about Slurpees.
Free Slurpees.
Straight from 7-Eleven, not your opinion.
7-Eleven, but that's speaking.
How are you doing?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
I would love to know how I can get a free Slurpee.
You just stop by, put your phone number, you get 4 free Slurpees.
4 free Slurpees. Yes.
4 per phone number.
Can I buy a little bit of vodka and throw some in there at the moment that I buy?
Okay.
He said, "All right, I'm in." I
He's
love
like, hell
Do
this.
yeah.
that too.
I love this. Is 7-Eleven?
I'll see you then.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll see you then. All right.
All right,
What's the
bye-bye.
most popular?
What's the most popular Slurpee?
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you, it's Coca-Cola.
He was down
It's
to
the
drink
Coke
with
No,
you,
it's
though.
actually not.
It's the Coke Slurpee.
I
Yeah,
looked
is.
it up.
No, you
It's
did?
not?
Yes.
Oh,
The-
well, it's blue raspberry. Blue raspberry.
No, it's not blue raspberry.
It's not blue raspberry.
It's cherry.
No,
It's cherry.
it is
Let's see what he said.
No.
strawberry red slush.
All right, let's see if he gets it.
Strawberry red slush. Where do they bury that in the back? I've never even seen it.
Thank you for calling again.
Hey, it's me again. We're calling you from a radio show here in St. Louis, and it's obviously, it's 7-Eleven today, so we want to ask you a question about the Slurpees.
Yes, sir.
What is the most popular one?
Cherry.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm in.
Cherry? So you sell more cherry Slurpees than anything?
Yeah, cherry,
Okay.
Fanta cherry.
All right, so if I give you my phone number, I get 4 free Slurpees.
Yes, you do.
Oh, bless your
Do you
heart.
guys still sell hot dogs?
Say that again?
Do you still sell hot dogs?
We do.
Yeah.
Are they the
Dollar
be-
hot dog.
Are they better than the hot dogs at Quick Trip?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, way better.
It's your 95th birthday today, too, right? Are you doing the dollar snack deals, too?
A dollar hot dog, any grill, dollar pizza slice.
Nice.
Oh.
A lot of dollar deals.
Okay.
Awesome.
When any dollar deals on the alcohol?
Of course, just come stop by.
There you
Do you
go.
have the
Give you
Joe?
a store discount.
Do you have the Joe Biden special by chance?
Joe Biden special would mean free.
No, it would mean $100 hot dog.
Right. Hey, thanks for taking our call.
What's your
No
name?
problem. You have a great day.
What's your name?
Meda, M-E-D-A.
Nice.
Meda.
Okay,
Awesome.
cool, man.
And you're
All right, you take care.
See ya.
Leave him alone. Let him get back
We
to
got
work.
to
Come
save
on,
his phone
man.
number, Chris.
Yeah, but he's so nice.
We need to
If you
get
want to
him
go
back
see him,
on.
that's the olive one that's over by Amber. That's the one I chose to call.
Olive.
So Olive.
You mean Olive and Fifi?
Made
And 141-ish, yeah, like
Okay.
there.
Yep, I've been there many times. As a matter of fact, I actually accidentally stole some Red Hots when I was 10 years old there.
You told us that story.
Yeah, I did.
That was from that one?
That was from that one. I'm so scared now.
How did you accidentally steal?
No, he felt shame
Well, there's
after he
one
did
right
it.
at Woods Mill, too, though. It might be that one, right?
I don't know.
There's one right at Old Woods Mill. That's the
Okay.
one we called. But there is one over off
Gotcha.
Fifi. You're
Never
right.
mind. We're cool then.
But there's two
Yeah.
right there. See, we didn't think there were many, and now there's two right there.
I could have literally been a defender champion in,
my God.
in Joust.
They used to have the video games. in
Yes,
there.
they did.
In Joust?
Yeah,
The
Joust.
hell is Joust?
Don't worry about it. It's only the greatest game ever invented. That's what it is.
I'm just surprised he didn't bring up Galaga.
Hey, now.
Galaga was cool, but you know,
Galaga was great. I just played it 2 weeks ago.
yeah, Galaga was cool. Too loud.
Okay.
Too loud.
I'm
Go-
glad we
Maida.
called them.
Yeah,
he
go
had a lot of
Maida. We got to remember Maida. We get his opinion on world events.
Yes.
We
That
should
would be-
have him turn us on in the store.
That's you go to Come and Go for that. Get turned on in the store.
Oh my God, Eric.
Did you come
Okay.
and go this weekend?
Yeah, it was awesome.
In Kansas City? Where did you go after that?
Then we went
After
to-
you
Oh, you went to
came,
Springfield.
where did you go?
Oh, that's disgusting.
He went,
I went to the
he went,
rip.
he went through Uranus on his way back, remember?
Oh my
We
God.
talked about that Friday.
Did you go pack any
He did-
fudge?
he
This
didn't
is
go through
getting out
my-
of hand, people.
He didn't go through my. He might have went through your.
This is getting completely
man.
out of hand. Back to Joe Biden and Elon Musk. Thank
Speaking
you.
of Uranus,
Yeah. There you go.
Did he just come back from the dentist or
There you go.
something? This is
There you go.
amazing. Okay. All right. Shake it off. It's
I
Monday.
might have.
did you just spit on me from across the room? You projectile.
There's no way I'm going to say what I'm thinking right now. I'm just going to think about Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
Elon Musk did his thing. There you go. We talked about it. Elon Musk completely abusing Twitter. We'll keep you posted. We just had to get into that. It is the edge of fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. If you want to jump in on the Facebook line, you can. 100.7 The Viper. You can also watch us on YouTube, The Morning Edge. Heck, and if you want to do it, like I said, old school, 636-695-2915. Yes, I already talked about it, Anna. Here's what happened. I ended up getting a hotel room. There were like 3 or 4 hotel rooms open, maybe 5. It all worked out very well. Apparently, a lot of hotels had cancellations at Friday morning for a variety of reasons. But I did find out that a guy named VJ in Rockford owns several of these hotels. So he just kind of operates carte blanche, does whatever he wants. So if you didn't pay for your reservation in advance, and there are a bunch of people who want to pay right there cash, your reservation means nada, nothing. And they will get rid of your reservation. And nobody has ever taken the guy to task because you don't live in Rockford. But I've been thinking about calling local Rockford television and saying, hey, I got a story for you. You need to check out this guy, VJ, who owns a few hotels.
But isn't that capitalism? I do what I want. I do what I want. It's my business. I built these places. I have to confirm people are going to show up. I mean, you know what? I get it. And sometimes you have to talk your way through that. But
now you sound like Joe Biden.
Oh, stop it.
And the Meth Inn, by the way, a.k.a. the Days Inn where we stayed last year, was still there.
Yeah.
And the woman who worked at the hotel where I went, the Baymont, which was a great hotel for Rockford, said, oh, yeah, I worked there 5 years ago. I was robbed at gunpoint. It's a horrible place. Section 8 housing. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of figured that out when the hotel door wouldn't lock.
That's becoming more and more prevalent. Did you ever see these hotels? Here's what's happening. You go to a city. You don't know the city. So this is just a public service announcement. You go to the city, and there's $300, $250 a night hotels, and then you see $79 a night hotels. And you're like, okay, I'm cool. At least I'll stay there and have yeah. And then all of a sudden you get there, and it's these extended stay kind of quote-unquote apartments. And these apartments don't let in the best people on the planet. So when you get there, it is shady as hell. And it's happened to me a lot.
I know, I get it.
And so you'll come up to the door, and someone might say, you might not want to park there. There's a lot of guys looking for crack money, and they go to that.
No, it's the extended stays.
It's kind of.
When I got the job here in St. Louis, I stayed at one in Maryland Heights for probably a month before my house was ready to go. And I was like, this is one of the worst experiences I have ever had.
Yes.
It was terrible.
Yes. So a hotel's not a hotel anymore.
It smelled
terrible. You gotta be careful.
It was like the worst smells from 40 different countries.
The police tapes all over the place.
But Eric, you can't say that you understand and you kind of agree with the guy, because how would you feel if Platinum Rock Legends was going to go play in another city? You guys had reservations, and the day of the show, I'm sorry, we gave your rooms away. We gave them to somebody that paid cash.
You got to look at the fine print.
What fine print?
I don't know. I'm sure there was fine print somewhere. I mean, did you to make a reservation? I don't know, Chris. You're right.
Well, Justin said that they're doing this with car rentals and plane tickets. I'm like, what?
I didn't think you could get a plane ticket unless you paid all the way.
No, you have to pay for your plane
Right,
ticket.
that
You don't
doesn't make
reserve
sense.
your
Yeah,
seat.
I don't know what they're.
I thought
what
you
he's
had
talking
to with
about.
cars,
I could
too.
maybe with car rentals. I don't know.
No,
I mean, I've gone up to a car
no,
rental place
yes.
before, and they haven't had my style, and I've been like, what do
No.
you mean that
No,
I can't? But then they gave me a bigger one because
Yeah.
I wanted like an
Yes.
SUV, and I ended up
Yeah.
getting a bigger SUV. But
I know
at the
at
same time,
Enterprise-
that's not really what I wanted.
Enterprise, you can walk in there, or you can call them and say, look, I need a mid-size tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And they go, fine, you want to pay for it now, or do you want to pay for it when you get here? And I go, I want to pay for it when I get there. So that is a thing.
Yeah.
I've never heard about a plane ticket. I have heard them overselling a plane.
Yeah. Well, that consistently is done.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, to make sure it's full.
Oh, my gosh.
It's crazy right now. If you actually look at trying to go out of town, you could buy cheaper tickets like 5 days before leaving than you can for booking 3, 4, 5, 6 months out right now.
Well, apparently
You just
80% of
wait.
people who are flying this summer have had some sort of issue with their plane.
My husband's,
Everybody.
It's been terrible for him.
I don't know if I told you, when I was flying back from Maryland a few weeks ago, we're on the plane. The pilot goes, yeah, we're going to be sitting here for about 35 minutes. My co-pilot is driving to the airport.
Nuh-uh.
Told
So
us
they-
that.
Usually they make
I'm
an
like,
excuse.
No.
No, he literally said that.
Would you want them to lie to you?
Yes.
No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we're just checking the engines out here to make sure everything is.
Yeah,
doing well.
You'd rather have them say that so you'd feel more comfortable?
I don't know.
No,
I
you
just
would.
found it.
You'd be like checking our engines. What the hell you mean?
You know what? I was pissed for about 30 seconds, and I was like, damn, he just told us that his co-pilot's driving to the airport.
Because he's pissed.
He's like Eric Johnson. He shows up 30 minutes late every day.
I'm not flying anything, fool. I would be okay.
Yeah.
He's calling him out.
Yeah.
He's calling him
And
out.
that was on Southwest.
That's right.
Well, there you go.
And we were sitting on a runway at BWI in Baltimore.
Damn. I want you guys to do something. All of you edgers out there listening and on Facebook, I want you to take a car trip. And once you get about 30 miles past St. Louis, going south to Springfield, Missouri.
Through Uranus.
Almost, no, way before Uranus. Or go to Kansas City, past Columbia. Remember the slogan, "Let's go, Brandon"?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You remember that? They've bypassed that. It is now F Joe Biden. I mean, it is all over the place. It is crazy how they just cannot stand Joe Biden in parts of Missouri. Whoever wins, I mean, this is a red state from this point forward.
On the river this
I've
weekend,
never seen anything like it before.
I didn't see a Joe Biden flag, but I saw a few Trump flags.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. See, Trump is
They
running
took
for president.
it to the river.
It's a done deal.
They took it to the river to float
Have you
with
ever
them.
been to
Think
the
about
lake?
that.
You have a place there.
Yes, but
Yeah, but
like
that's a
you
lake.
leave it there.
Not
like,
the damn Black River.
right. I mean, they literally were like, and I'm packing my flag. I
Right.
mean, I just,
That's like taking your driver's license.
Trump's running for president. We have pictures.
Yes.
Trump is going to run for
We
president.
have pictures of the new Trump Airlines with an American flag on the back of this thing just in time for we have proof. This show broke it, people. Trump's running for president in
We break a
2024.
lot of things. We're the show that's the most important show that people around the state don't know
You
about.
do not put, what do you think that is, Chris, $1 million into that paint job?
It's a lot.
You think that's $1 million onto that
Yeah.
757?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't put 1 million bones into your paint job. You're not going to be flying Ron DeSantis around in your 757. That's not going to happen. This is the Trump mobile, and it's getting ready for takeoff. Okay,
Sure is. No doubt about that.
I think he is announcing in the next month.
I guarantee you.
I think he's
next month.
Yes,
I guarantee you that plane will be flying by the end of the year.
wow.
No question.
Can we post those pictures?
Flying where and with who inside?
Cities. City to city to city to city, just like he did when he campaigned in
Yes.
15.
It's going to be
Damn,
brutal.
that's-
It's going to be brutal. I'm telling
It
you.
will be.
You know what? If
And it's beautiful.
Trump
Oh,
Can we
it's
look?
so pretty.
announces and starts to run, that means something bad is going to happen in this country. Crazy stuff is going to
It's
happen.
already happening.
The protest
It's already happening.
started the last time during election and all kinds of craziness. The summer stuff, it's going to get something. There will be something organized and put together to try to take attention away.
It's
There
already
will.
happening.
I watch it happen in media.
So,
And we got to take a break.
people voted for Trump. I
Eric,
didn't.
Eric,
hold on.
After can you hear
Yeah,
that?
let's do this after the break.
Well,
then we
I'm
can
about
let
to
you
go
go
into a 20-minute soliloquy right now.
I know. That's what we want.
I can bring it down to 18 minutes. Okay,
on,
after the break.
man.
Fine.
Don't,
Whatever.
Don't go anywhere. Eric's going to attack this. We'll talk about that whole subject.
I'll forget.
We'll tell you about the president. Now it's not Russia's fault anymore. Now it's Republicans' fault.
Oh.
And gas stations and gas companies are now publicly speaking out against Biden, saying, it's all on you, big dog. It's not on us. You can't be blaming Russia. You can't be doing this. We'll get into all that. We'll tell you how trust in media, according to Gallup, which is a pretty trustworthy poll, a trustworthy service, trust in media is at its lowest point ever,
Yes, sir.
as it should be. And I'll explain why. And I'm a member of the media. We'll get into all of that. You won't want to miss that. If you want to chime in on Elon Musk absolutely abusing Twitter. And, of course, if you want to check in with Drew Collins, who says Trump won't have a chance. If it's against Biden.
Drew, you funny.
Well, Drew is friends with the people from Dominion voting system, so maybe he knows something.
Oh, that's right.
And he's doing a comedy show starting tonight. The Funny Bone.
Back with more of the fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio. You won't want to miss hour number 2. Those are just some of the things we'll get into. Plus, now vandals hitting hospital parking lots. It doesn't get any lower than that. And succeeding. Eric Johnson. And these aren't cars that are left open. These were locked vehicles. Windows busted out. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, Vic Faust of Fox 2, back with your morning headlines. Plus, Crystal's birthdays on this Slurpee Day. 7-Eleven Day. Back with more right after this.
Edge Morning Show.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
Compass Health Network Express Care offices in Newtown, St. Peters, and Wentzville are ready to serve you today. Compass Health accepts Medicaid, self-pay, private insurance, and offers a sliding fee scale. Don't wait another day to feel better. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for a location nearest you. Compass Health Network Express Care. Feel better today.
This is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sound experiment. We're looking to find the perfect way to hear Reese's so you'll buy more of them. Here we go. Reese's.
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 Reese's. Hey, get out of here, you little stinker. Reese's.
Reese's.
Reese's. Peanut Butter Cups. That breathy one sounded very creepy, am I right?
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. We've got a bit of a seesaw week. It's going to be on the warm side to hot side today. And then after that, probably cooler the rest of the work week anyway, though not by much. Sunny skies. It's not too bad out the door this morning. Kind of hot and humid this afternoon. 94 for the high. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Think low 90s for evening plans. 72 for the low. Any thunderstorm activity should stay well to our north. On Tuesday, sunny, slightly less humid. Temperatures a little bit better. 89-90 for the high on Tuesday. Tuesday night, clear skies, 66. Wednesday and Thursday, sunny, 88 degrees each day, and Friday sunny, about 92. The upcoming weekend does look hot and humid. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Straight up 9 o'clock on this 7-Eleven day. It's July 7th. Excuse me, it's July 11th, which is 7-Eleven day. We talked about it earlier. You get your free Slurpees. Just give a phone number, go to the app, you can go to a store. A lot of dollar treats today, too. If you can find a 7-Eleven. We've given you a few of those. And go to the one on Olive. It's Olive and what? Olive and Woods Mill. And you can talk to our friend of the show, Mita. Anyway, sad story. Maybe we'll get into it a little bit more, but 46 cars were broken into at Mercy South in South County early Sunday morning. 10 of those vehicles actually had items stolen from them. Locked vehicles, windows were busted out. Somehow, some way, they were able to get out. They're still looking for people in that robbery. 4 Cardinals were named to the All-Star game. Albert Pujols is the commissioner's choice. Now we know that Paul Goldschmidt will start at first base. And then there's only 2 third basemen. So Nolan Arenado is going to be playing a lot. He's not starting. Manny Machado is, but he's there. We've also, so those 3. And we've got our bullpen guy.
Helsley?
Yeah, Ryan Helsley. Thank you so much. So 4 Cardinals there. MSD says they have some sewer backups caused by dumping oil into drains. Can't be doing that stuff.
Was that in St. Louis?
Yeah. Yeah, North County, unfortunately. A woman was shot and killed yesterday afternoon about 5 o'clock at a gas station in North County. She was a regular there every day. Her car was stolen right after. That's not all that far from other places that you wouldn't think of crime. So certainly a wake-up call from that standpoint. Over the weekend, actually Friday, the St. Louis Trash Commissioner was dismissed by Mayor Tashara Jones because the pickup woes. Trash is still not getting picked up throughout the St. Louis area, which we talked about. Cardinals finally got a victory yesterday. They finally scored some runs. Albert Pujols led the way 3 for 4 with the home run. 684. Thank God for the Cardinals and Albert Pujols getting a win to give us some hope. Let's look at some of your morning headlines and sports.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
All right, it is Monday, June 11th, and people born on this day are both artistic and self-motivated. They also possess many talents, which may bring them great fame and fortune. We're going to start the list off today with Lisa Rinna. She's an actress, right? She was Billy Reed on Days of Our Lives, Taylor McBride, Melrose Place.
I really liked her until she went to the Beverly House. Yeah, because now she looks like a total disaster.
Dude, is she the
How old do you think?
Botox girl?
The phrase hot mess.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think that
Too
started
much
with her.
filler in her lips. That
How old
chick?
do you think she is?
79.
No. She's probably 56.
59.
Okay.
Right? And do
she
you know
looks
who
like
her
she's
husband
29.
is?
Oh, yeah. Henry.
Not Henry.
No, Harry.
Yeah.
Harry Ham.
Harry Hamlin.
Harry Hamlin.
Mm-hmm. All right. So she probably
Yeah, they were
wears,
big in the 80s.
right? But she probably wears a lot of this next guy's stuff. Giorgio Armani.
Oh.
Right? Italian fashion designer. He's 88 today. I don't know if you know this, but he is actually the richest openly LGBT person in the world. Net worth $9.53 billion.
That's not
with
that
a
much.
B.
That's not Elon Musk money.
That's still fine with me.
Okay.
And then Michael Rosenbaum. Do you guys know who he is?
Not by name.
He was Lex Luthor in the Smallville series.
Oh, I know who he is
He
now.
actually just played in Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He's Martining. He's 50 today.
Cool.
Jeff Corwin, biologist, right?
Yep.
He's 55. And then we have Al McGinnis. Anybody?
Oh, McGinnis.
McGinnis?
McGinnis has to be 51.
Nope, a little older.
Really?
Yeah, he's 59 today.
What?
Right?
What?
Yes.
Okay.
So in his 23 seasons, he had, let's see, it's a 340 goals, 934 assists, right?
And one of the hardest slap shots ever.
Yes. And then do you know who drafted him?
No.
Calgary Flames.
Nice.
Boom.
Nice
Great
job.
job.
Vic.
I know my hockey.
Yes. Okay, so Richie Sambora, he's a guitarist, right? He used to be with Bon Jovi.
That
He's
was your second
63
hero, wasn't it,
today.
Eric?
Not even close.
Yeah, well, he was married to Heather Locklear for 13
Now he
years.
is.
No.
And then we also have Leon Spinks, right? Boxer.
St. Louis's own.
St. Louis.
He would have been 69 today, right? He defeated Muhammad Ali in a split decision, 1978, resulting in him being the undisputed heavyweight champ. So on to him. Happy birthday to everybody. A very happy birthday from your Edge family.
Hello again, and welcome to the show.
So what are we doing today?
A lot of drinking.
It's National Mojito Day. So you can't make a mojito. Mojito? Mojito? Of course I can make a mojito.
Mojito.
It is your mojito.
It is National Mojito Day.
It's National Mojito Day. One mojito coming up, gentlemen. Ready? Ready. Ready.
It's showtime, baby.
Hey, it is showtime. Welcome back to The Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2 National Mojito Day. Eric, would you drink a mojito?
That's a little sweet for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know you like all the sweet
I
stuff.
don't know if it's sweet enough.
Well, there's different types of sweets.
That's a good point.
Like a tequila sunrise. It's something different. It hits your palate a little different. It's sweet, but you can drink a tequila sunrise. Mojito is like I don't know. It's just so. It doesn't work for me for some reason. It doesn't.
I agree. Not my favorite.
Before we move on and let Eric get into his
Diatribe.
about, I guess, Trump. Was it Trump that you're going to explain to us again?
I don't know that I need to explain anything anymore. It's just my opinion.
Yes, Eric's going to give your opinion.
But
what's your opinion about this? A new poll found that 2/3 of Americans thinks it's straight fine to eat dip straight out of the bowl with a spoon. Okay, if you have your own bowl of dip, go for it. I don't care if you eat your dip with
With your fingers.
not a community bowl.
No.
Not with the same spoon.
That's against the rules.
I don't even think you should be doing it with 50 different spoons and you have 50 different bites. You take your bowl, you go to your corner, and you eat your dip. 63% of people polled said it's something they've done or would do, and 62% think it's socially acceptable.
Disgusting.
When we're not using a spoon, our favorite thing to pair dip with are, of course, chips, veggies, potato chips, pita bread.
I can't think of a dip that I just shovel in by spoon. Can you?
In your mouth?
Just without like a chip or a veggie or anything?
There's some I would.
Really?
I've got a friend. When we were in Maryland, they had an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple. He melted the cheese. He cooked the hamburger up. He put some
Like Rotel in it?
Oh my! It was Rotel. It was the best Rotel. I could eat Rotel with a spoon.
Huh.
As a meal.
Why don't you just go to the corner buffet and stick your hands in everything? Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. Are you grossed out if someone licks their finger and then puts their finger in the hot cheese?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course you are.
Of course.
If it's
I
with
don't
friends,
even like watching people lick their fingers in general, whether they
I
touch
saw-
anything after or not.
we really got to move past this because I just about passed out. But
About what?
I was at the Country Kitchen or whatever they call that place, the buffet,
man.
about 2-3 years ago, and I saw this little kid
Oh, no.
come on.
I already don't do buffets.
Well, I don't go to buffets.
stuck his little kid hand right in that chocolate thing and just slathered it all over his mouth. And the little guy that was taking care of the chocolate mobile or whatever it was just stirred it up, walks away. Didn't shut the thing down, didn't sanitize it. Just said, yeah.
After he just picked his nose.
Yeah, who knows, right?
I'm done.
ugh.
Disgusting.
Vic, give me something else
Yeah,
because
we
I
are.
can't go
We're
there.
getting
I just threw up.
Yeah, no buffets for me.
Jay Saunders, salsa with a spoon. Okay. Yeah, great. All right. Couple political things to get into. Nick Schroer's running for state senate. St. Peter's representative has been putting out information that his opponent, John Wyman, said that he is pro-life and that he has been endorsed by Missouri Right to Life. Well, Missouri Right to Life says that's not true, even though he is saying that. So Nick wanted to make sure that we got that information out
How
there.
can they not endorse him on the spot? Boom. Why? How can they not just say, Nick Shore, you went to bat for us. You kicked ass. You're in.
I know.
Done. How do you not do that?
And then on Friday, President Trump, and what I thought was very interesting, publicly really, really made an example of Vicky Hartzler in a bad way. And really, and if you go indirectly, also pretty much ripped Josh Hawley because Josh Hawley's talking up Vicky Hartzler. Trump lambasted Vicky Hartzler, saying, yeah, she called me for support after she had.
I'm new to this conversation. I need more details. What did he say?
Oh, Trump ripped. Oh, hold on a second. Let me call up the. I thought that you would have known.
No, I should have known that by now, but I don't.
Yeah, no. When I read that, there was a text.
So Trump is getting involved right now.
Yeah, and he said,
I'm trying. I'm going back and I'm getting it right now. I know it's not.
He even said something about like her coming and asking for his support as she's done many times before, kind of a thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then he was like, no.
He was like, no.
A very succinct, nah.
Okay. So Billy Long, maybe?
No. Well, Billy started ripping Vicky for that and calling her Liz Cheney because that's Little Liz is his nickname for Vicky Hartzler. So it's clear as day if Trump supports somebody, it's Eric Schmidt or it's Eric Greitens. And I find it interesting. First of all, will Trump support be that big still? Second of all,
yes, it will.
Could Trump really support Eric Schmidt?
Yes, he can.
Well, no, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
When he's hanging out with his son, Don Jr., and Don Jr.'s girlfriend, it's off the tip of my tongue
Kimberly
right now.
Guilfoyle.
Yeah, when Kimberly Guilfoyle is there and they're all together, and Guilfoyle is the national director of Eric Greitens' campaign.
Okay, I think I'm going to say this. Have you seen Greitens' new ad? Of course you have.
Which one are we
talking
talking
about? The one with the flamethrower?
We showed it here on the show.
Greitens,
Schmidt. Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
So he's
trying to be Eric.
He's pandering to Trump so hardcore.
Yes.
It's crazy.
He's actually changed a little bit who he was when this election started.
You have to. It's politics, man. It's what sucks. This guy, Eric Schmidt, has done all the things right for Missouri. If you follow politics, which is boring and it's disgusting, if you follow Eric Schmidt, what he's done and what he said on this show, he comes to you with the resume to be your next Missouri your next federal senator from this great state of Missouri.
Well, we've got the tweet.
You do? Let's go.
No, Chris is popping it up, so we're going to go ahead and we'll read it for you here in just a second. This is President Trump tweeting about what Vicky Hartzler did when she was trying to get the support. You can forget about Vicky Hartzler for Senate from the great state of Missouri. I mean, wow. She called me this morning asking for my endorsement, much as she has on many other occasions. Yeah. I was anything but positive in that, and I don't think she has what it takes to take on the radical left Democrats.
Okay.
Together with their partner in the destruction of our country, the fake news media, and, of course, the deceptive and foolish rhinos. I was very nice to Vicky on the call, but will, quote, and here it goes, all caps, not be endorsing her for the Senate, exclamation point.
Damn. He's the Godfather. He is literally Martin Brando in his...
It was on True Social, by the way. Glenn, I just looked at that.
True Social is another thing. Watch out for that. In the next couple months, it's going to blow up. Politics is going to start happening here pretty soon. But he is literally the Corleone family. He is literally he is the Pope of politics in the United States. He's the Pope.
Who?
Trump. You come and you kiss that ring.
Republican politics.
Dude, there's some Democrats that say they're Trump.
It's about Republicans.
Seriously.
But I really can't wait to see who he endorses and if it goes on to make a difference, because now another polling service last week had Greitens taking a huge hit and Schmidt leading after all of the stuff continues to come out and the negative ads are hitting with a woman reading the basic court papers of Sheena Greitens' accusations against Eric for being an abuser to not only her, but their children.
These guys are going to beat the crap out of each other so much that they will be on your television station within the next 3 months. I'm telling you right now. and you will have a political debate with Greitens and Schmidt. Yes, you will.
Man, that would be so
You
good.
will. I'm telling you.
Eric, it's over. It's all over.
I hope you know
The
something that I
debates-
don't, because
Eric,
I don't think it's over.
Eric, because I promise you, as I said last week, there will be no debates. Those two will not be debating. The only thing that you may get are some interviews, maybe long form, which is what we're trying to do.
Okay.
That's bullcrap.
And you're not going to have any debate because these two don't want to debate each other.
Why?
I've already told you.
I seriously don't understand.
But
Say
even
it
in-
slow with sock puppets, because I do not understand
But
why.
even in like a long form option, right? You don't want to go first because you're going to want to
No, you
like
interview
if you were
them.
Greitens, you would
You wanna
want
retort.
Schmitz to go first,
No.
so you could go second.
Correct.
So
She's
you're
right.
never going to
She's
get.
right.
But you don't
them
get but you don't get rebuttal, and you don't know when the interviews are done. You interview them and then
So
you
you
just air
don't.
'em.
Oh, you don't have to tell them that.
No, they know that. We go and interview them and then put it there. So
I'm telling you, this, the people of St. Louis.
it's going to be
and-
one of those
I'm-
two for sure now.
That
And
sucks.
And we'll find out. Is it Schmidt? I don't see how it just. Trump invited Eric Schmidt down, helped him raise $1.4 million, but Kimberly Guilfoyle, his really good friend, I just don't, and dates his son, and they're all together all the time.
She used to be on the 5.
Who takes care of Greitens' national campaign? How he doesn't get an endorsement from
One
Trump.
is the adult in the room. One is the man. I'm telling you what, they would both be fine. They would both be rabble rousers. I think that Greitens would be a little bit more of a rabble rouser than I think Schmidt was. I think Schmidt, when he starts his day, he wants to get stuff done. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah.
He wants to sue the Biden administration for something. He wants to go take a trip down to the border to see all the illegal crossings. He wants to come to St. Louis to see all of the CRT garbage that's going on in what Parkway school district or whatever. He feels to me like he wants to do the job, right? Greitens feels to me like he's a flamethrower. No pun intended.
He's going to push the envelope.
He's
more
going to
than
push the envelope. Correct.
Schmidt's going.
Right. Exactly.
So Schmidt stays where he is. Greitens goes.
I don't know.
I think so.
Okay.
That's my
Man.
opinion.
I'm just saying, if you had those two candidates come into your office and you were hiring for the job, Schmidt has this resume that's insane.
Well, that's the Missouri
It's
aspect
so
of it.
good.
But you brought it up. Chris was posting pictures on Facebook yesterday regarding this airplane. We told you and showed you some stuff last week regarding a Trump airplane. So I'm curious, Chris. Are you hearing things? Are you getting opinions on this Trump 757 getting ready to hit the country anytime soon? Paint job and everything?
It'll be ready to go.
There you
America's going to see this plane landing in a city near you, wherever you're at, by the end of the year, I guarantee you. And it won't stop.
And for those who don't know, Chris is in the aviation industry. He has friends around the country, and Chris is an expert on what's inside these hangars around the country.
He sure is. He knows
And
where all
there
the
is a
bodies are buried.
757 sitting
Beautiful aircraft.
in a hangar somewhere in America that's getting a paint job. As Chris told us, and plane paint jobs aren't cheap.
No, they're not. You have to make it.
That's getting ready to hit the country with some sort of symbol on it, maybe?
Well, you
A
saw it,
logo?
right? You
I
saw
didn't
it.
see the logo.
Well, that's what I'm
No,
wondering.
on the tail, you
That-
mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. It's an American,
it's an American flag, like
But they're-
waving.
Yeah, but
So-
I'm talking about if there's a name on it with
Yeah.
2024.
No.
No, just,
year.
Just the name.
The name is changed to gold.
Yeah, it's black and gold.
Yeah.
Look.
He's running people.
He's
Which
running.
is
I'm
just
telling you.
more like royalty than
And
Donald
people
Trump.
who
patriotic.
people who hate Trump are gonna
They're going to flip out.
you're gonna see all those screaming people.
This is like people just clamoring over a Deadpool 3 trailer.
Really?
Because it is exactly the
Really?
same thing. Yes.
Clamoring over
Yeah.
a Deadpool 3.
People want Deadpool 3 so
was,
bad.
Deadpool was great. Deadpool 2
Okay.
was like, oh.
No, it was good too. When
Uh,
when
I'd
his
take
bait,
a third one.
yeah,
People would be clamoring
This-
over Top Gun 3,
Trump-
not Deadpool 3.
Trump running is like Deadpool 3 right now. It is like Deadpool. It is. People are on the watch. They want the trailer. Come on. I'm telling you. Shut your face. You know what I'm talking about. We just delivered evidence on this show that Trump is running. Take it to the bank. We're the media. We just announced Trump's running for president. Good job.
Let's put it in our opinion.
Period.
It's not an opinion anymore. It's fact.
Not until he comes out.
I
and
trust.
says he's right.
I trust Chris with that. I really do, especially with the plane and everything that's happening in those types of situations.
Yes.
Because
it's money.
Yeah,
It's Jack.
exactly.
It's
One
Jack.
thing leads to the next, to the
That's
next,
right.
to the next,
Oh,
which is very interesting.
Okay, there was nothing wrong with that 757.
No.
Nothing. That plane was absolutely gorgeous. To do this, I'm telling you.
No, I did.
Donald Trump's coming.
I will say this. Last night I did watch Rocky 1. And I was pumped. And I watched the scene as he's running up the stairs and he's jumping around. And I felt like, let's do this. But at the end of the night, Apollo Creed still won. And I forgot about that. I forgot that he didn't actually win the fight. So now I'm kind of screwed. I'm pumped. I think the Americans are pumped. They're ready for the fight. But can Trump actually win in the general?
Yeah.
Well, there's a few factors that go into that.
Who's the Apollo Creed for the Democrats? It's not Biden.
Dominion.
It's Dominion.
Damn right it is.
We love to have fun here.
That was Chris Knight, by the way. I had nothing.
It is. I was thinking the same thing.
You guys did say it exactly at the same time.
Dominion is very tricky. It's a crafty fighter. It can weave in and weave out. And it makes you go to sleep. And when you wake up, its scorecard has a whole lot more votes on it.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, I think people are going to be surprised who the VP will be.
Well, it's not going to be DeSantis. There's no way in hell.
No.
I'll call that right now.
No,
See, I think it could be.
No,
DeSantis is not going to leave the job he's doing in Florida to be VP.
It would be like having.
Why would you
because
not? Why would you not take VP and hope that you make enough
he would be
difference
doing
that
a
next time you
disservice
run for
To who?
president?
to the state of Florida?
No, he wouldn't. He would
Yes,
be
he
the
would.
vice president of the country.
Yeah, but the vice president of the country disappears.
It would be like.
all the time.
Yes, he's right.
Just Kamala
Vic
Harris.
is right.
No, it wasn't just Kamala.
Who?
Pence disappeared.
No, he
Vice
didn't.
presidents
He was
disappeared.
around.
Not like
He was
DeSantis is in the news, encouraging, giving
Vic, but
speeches, traveling.
The one thing you have to
And if it is DeSantis, fine. But I don't think that would be a good
you have to
position
put-
for him
You have to think about this though logically with where these
because he could
boys
run later on.
live.
Yeah.
Where do they both live?
Yeah, Florida.
Florida.
Here's the deal.
Telling you.
I'm going to ask you a question. You have to. This is what you need to ponder and go to sleep on. Would you, if you owned an NFL football team, would you pay the money to have a Tom Brady and an Aaron Rodgers on the same team? The
Oh,
answer is
yeah.
no.
If you knew one had to retire,
No.
yes,
No. You would not have Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady on the same team. It's not smart business.
Aaron
I mean,
Bland
I feel like
says
the
vice
Cardinals have done that
president.
before.
They just did it with Pujols.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the Cardinals have done this before.
Yeah, but
Had
even-
two big, strong people.
Yeah, but as vice president, as Aaron Bland says, it's the most overrated secretary in the country. Even John Adams recognized
right.
it.
He's right.
DeSantis won't be VP.
No,
Vic,
no.
you're right.
Look at Joe Biden.
Glenn Thompson, Christy Nome.
Joe Biden was vice president.
Yeah.
What is Joe Biden today?
What? That is
But that
totally
has not-
different.
yeah, but he
totally
wasn't-
Vice
different.
president.
He wasn't the vice president straight to president.
Correct.
He came back and ran.
4 years later.
Yes.
On accident. On accident.
No, it was
Hey,
his
Brett
wife made him.
Favre and Aaron Rodgers, right?
That was different. That was different.
Oh,
he was
come
right.
on,
You
Eric.
didn't know. You
Come
didn't know.
on,
There's-
Eric.
there's
He
a
was
reason
riding
why
the
that's-
bench for
Yes.
many years.
He was a nothing until 3 years after.
Yeah.
2 years after Favre left.
Yeah.
That's why.
That was
We're
a
gonna
good
put a-
good
we're
try.
Gonna, we're going to put a board
Good
up
try.
in the studio, and we're going to put
the
everybody's
last
names
sports.
on it.
The last sports analogy that would
And
be
we'll see who's right.
where you had two major people that I can think of at the same time. You have to go all the way back to the 80s. And that was when Joe Montana and Steve Young were together.
Even then, Steve
And
Young was
even
riding the
then,
bench. He was riding the bench.
Steve Young was riding the bench.
Yeah.
Although his first year out of the gate, they're like, oh. And they were even, and
Yeah.
when he was there, they even said he'd be better than Montana.
Yeah.
That's why
But he wasn't.
they had to make him leave.
But he wasn't. Joe Montana was the man.
Steve Young was so much more talented.
Steve Young
when he
was
came
good,
in.
but Joe Montana.
There's a reason they're
was the
both
man.
Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway,
All right, I guess we're split 50-50 then.
anyway,
It's not going to happen, in other words.
I don't think there's any way in hell.
DeSantis is.
But
he'll-
if it happens, I just don't think it's a good idea. Not for the country.
No. They would have to both run for president on their own. Now, wait a minute. Did Pence run for president the year that he chose Pence to be the vice president? Was he on the debate stages? I don't think he was he?
I can't remember.
He chose him as the Indiana governor. He was the Indiana governor, correct? I don't remember. See, don't ask me for hardcore political
was it Indiana
stats.
or Ohio?
No, it was Indiana.
Indiana.
Was
Yeah,
it?
he's Indiana.
Yeah, so we'll figure it out.
Politics is very strange, man.
Yep.
It's very strange. Anything that we are prognosticating in this room right now will not come true. So take a break.
I'll tell you when we come back. We'll get into why nobody trusts the media anymore and how it's going even worse. The Gallup poll, it's just shocking. So we'll get into that. Our news station's accepting it. Do they want to accept it, or is that force that's out there in control of the media and the national media messaging? Mm-hmm. Plus, we got to touch upon what happened at the hospitals. Mercy South. 46 cars broken into. Plus, we'll take your calls if you want to. Jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. We'll get into it. Back with more right after this.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Great care for children begins at Compass Health Network. Our Warrenton and Wentzville locations offer pediatric walk-in services, same-day appointments, and specialty care, so your children get the care they need, when, and how they need it. When it comes to children's health care, Compass Health Network is here for you and your family. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new laundry set that provides a powerful yet gentle clean in less time, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days. Get up to 25% off plus $750 instant savings on select appliances through July 13th. Valid June 22nd through July 13th. U.S. only. Gas Dryer Extra. See store for details.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works overtime with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget is available as a concentrate or extreme reach hose end. Purchase Wet and Forget in-store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
I kept waiting for Eric to say, go, go, go. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. It's the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio with the best chat line anywhere. Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Jump on in. We've got 30 minutes left of this fastest 2 hours in morning talk radio anywhere. And as everybody comes back in, we got to get to one thing before we talk about our subjects. This came down Friday, and I hated the fact on News Dump Friday, which happens all the time. But you never know when old Joe is going to provide us, the president that is, with gold listening, gold viewing, gold everything. In some senses, this is sad. In other senses, it's funny.
It's funny.
But the president of the United States on a weekly basis says something, does something that embarrasses himself, embarrasses the country. And these aren't opinions. These are facts. Yep. National media refuses to cover it, which frustrates me with national media, because national media is biased and would be doing it if it was a Republican president in office. And that's what frustrates me. Mm-hmm. And I can speak to this because I've been in the media for 24, 25 years, and I hate that we don't cover on a national basis politicians or people equally, which is also fairly. And I've always said, prove to me that you're not getting coverage from just one side, and I will denounce it. But then when we run the polling and the computer programs that are put together to show how media talks every time, it shows that 90% of the media goes one way. And it frustrates me because I want every side to be heard, equal, and everybody goes. So here you go. Joe Biden from last Friday gave us more gold when it comes to him and what's happening when he gives speeches. At the end of the speech, or he's reading a paragraph from teleprompter, and he pulled off classic Ron Burgundy. Listen.
Majority writes, and I quote, women, it's a quote now from the majority. Women are not without electoral or political power. It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political, or maybe precise, not and or political power. Majority writes, and I quote, women, it's a quote now from the majority.
There it again.
Women are not without electoral or political power. It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political or
it said end of quote.
Oh my
President, end of quote. Don't say it.
Those are directional.
Stay classy, San Diego.
It sounds like he's reading it out of a law
Something,
book.
something, San Diego.
He can't come up with it correctly, and he can't read it correctly.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else his handlers can do. How they can write it, what they can do.
He's not running the country.
I
He's
know.
not running the country.
This is so
We
bad.
need to find out who's running the country.
Never will you ever see a president that reads end quote. I showed some people in my newsroom, and people are like, okay, what? And they don't think it's a big deal.
What?
I showed it as a. Do we run this? Would we run it if Trump was the president?
Yes, you would.
Vic, tonight on Channel 2.
That's why I'm asking you guys.
Here we go. Tonight on I'm going
He
to make you. I'm
literally
going to make
just
you a
said,
star.
Like those.
I'm going to make you a star.
End quote.
End of
Repeat the
quote.
line.
Tonight
quote.
on Channel 2 News, Vic
know what?
Faust does an expose on the senility of our American president. Join us at 5, 6, and 10 as we take a look at Joe Biden's brain on, but with Vic Faust. Boom! Give me the number of the damn general manager of your station right now.
End quote.
I'm just wondering if after repeat the line.
And he missed repeat line.
After repeat the line, did it say lean in?
Yeah. That was the second part.
He just
Repeat
didn't read
line.
that part.
Repeat the line.
Repeat the
Lean
line.
in.
Lean in.
I couldn't do that. Keep your damn words out of my teleprompter.
I mean, Democrats, can you really vote for this again?
No, he's gone.
And he says that he's
gone.
running again.
That's scary.
That's funny.
This is
funny.
it's comical on one side because he does this on a weekly basis. But I'm telling you guys, and I know that mostly conservatives listen to the show, Democrats have no idea that he's doing this on a large scale. They may be told by Republican friends, but national media, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody sees it, does the tree fall? National media is not covering it. Now, you'll see it from certain places you follow on social media, but they're not covering it. They're not showing it. They're not showing what he's saying because I'll say things because I'm trying to get everything out there and people are looking at me like I'm stupid. Like, what? He didn't say that. Where you get, oh, that's made up. It's fake. It's fake. And I'm like, no, this stuff is happening. It's real. This is the president of the end quote. Repeat line. And then he started stumbling on himself at the end of it.
The problem is he's reading this teleprompter, of which sounds like the vernacular coming from a law book.
Drew Collins
Nobody
says,
understands.
Who cares what he says?
I know what he
His
says.
overall point was right on.
Drew, you are a smart cat, man. I
Sometimes.
think he does this just to get a rise out of us. There's
Yeah,
no
he does.
way.
100%.
There's no way
He
he's
would
not.
never vote for Obama. I mean, for
Trump,
for Biden again, but he would vote for
I know.
Obama.
Look, Drew Collins is
But
sitting on
Obama
his
can't run again.
couch.
That's right.
He's drinking his Carvassier or his latte or whatever it is, and he's going, "My God, I'm worn out from this show because I have to defend this clown so hardcore." Drew, I feel sorry for you, dog. I do. You're a smart guy, but you're just having fun. We're like your cat toy. You're just toying with us.
Yeah, but if that's your candidate and that's who
It's
you
not.
voted for,
It's not because
and would try to vote for. I mean, how would you feel? That's what I'm trying. I mean, this
I can't even
it's
look,
guys, and I'm not just speaking.
No, you are.
Every week we have something from the president.
Right.
Falling off a bike, getting lost in a prompter, standing by himself when everybody's over talking to Obama,
Fake
reading
shaking hands.
end quote, end quote
With a ghost.
I mean,
the
he
stuff
has to
just-
be told to sit down and to stop by his wife.
I can't even look at Biden anymore, and I need you guys to do this for me. Drew, you start.
No, it's concerning.
Here's what
to
you
me.
need to do.
It's concerning.
Go look at an old Muppets episode, and then the two old guys in the up in the box. He is one of those old Muppets.
Yeah.
He's one of those cats. If you watch The Wizard of Oz, there was a guy pulling the levers for The Wizard of Oz. Even he could read a teleprompter.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Vic, tonight on Channel 2 News, you're going to do an expose, and it's going to be called Biden's Brain with Vic Faust.
I have a question.
I'm
for
just
you.
sad by all of this because of it happening.
You're not sad.
Are
I'm
they
very sad.
Was that Statler and Wardle for
Yes.
Are they doing this on purpose?
Who? A mockery
His
of American
people.
citizens?
His people.
I don't know.
Because
I used
you're
to
in
think
television.
that I used to think this was done on purpose
Why
to
wouldn't
make
they
him look stupid
pre-record
so that
this?
they could get him out of there and put another candidate in. But now I'm starting to think that this
Why
this,
wouldn't they
this isn't on
pre-record it?
purpose. Like they're really trying to do everything they could. I mean, look, his previous White House secretary left. She did the best that she
Comm
could.
director left just now.
The comm director left, and then that's why Karine,
yeah.
is going to move up to that. Then they'll probably have a new White House press secretary. I mean, it's hard to work with that. You can only do it so much, day after day after day. I mean,
It's a direct reflection
I
on
called
you.
it the most difficult job in America, White House press secretary, because you have to defend something that you never know what's going to happen. You don't know what he's going to say. You don't know where he's going.
That's why
he
you live in the
doesn't know where
truth.
he's going.
That's why you live in the truth.
It's
You
just
don't-
sad.
you don't-
This is our country.
Here's the deal.
And we're being made fun of and taken advantage of by other countries.
You don't govern politically. You don't.
Yeah.
You get into office politically, Crystal Cooper, but you don't govern politically. So when you go into office, you identify and you fix problems. There is $5 a gallon gas going on. You don't worry from the podium politics. You figure out how you're going to fix that, or you're going to lose the next election. Critical race theory from the damn podium. You govern to fix problems. You even have a message like, look, you can talk. If I could actually think I could do that job, I think I could actually go out there and help Biden out. But these guys come out with binders. If it's not in their binder, they don't know how to answer the question, and it makes them look stupid as hell. And then you're like, don't worry about it. I'll bring the president to explain what this is all about. And he can't even do it. Kamala Harris can't do it.
Don't you think Vladdy's just sitting back
Yes.
in Russia saying, look at this?
No, everybody
Look at
is.
this. I mean, we're playing right
No.
into his hands.
No, it's worse than that, Chris. There's an agenda going on.
Yeah, and there's people who are,
And they're not
we've
telling
talked
you what
about
that
this
agenda
before.
is.
It's about the world. It's not just about America, and we've talked about it.
It's worse.
President Biden
Yeah.
has said publicly about the new world order. He slipped up and he said it in a press conference about how there's one ruling, how we need to get to one ruling around the country, how things are taking place around the world right now. I mean, heck, you even had the family of Abu Ekla, the Palestinian journalist who was shot and killed near Israel, now accusing the U.S. administration of whitewashing the entire situation.
Correct.
Where they have evidence where they said the Americans are involved, American government's involved. I mean, there's so much going on, not only in this country, around the world, but most people just, oh, everything's gonna be fine. Where's my laptop, my computer, my video games, my music, my fun, my
there is
entertainment?
one more shot. Let me tell you something. Not just the United States, Europe, every single country in Europe. I would say the Arabic states. I would say they have one more shot of having this new world order shot to hell. Just one more shot. You have to win the midterms. You have to have a charismatic president win in 2024. You have to have them identify all these problems that are going on, and you have to get them to say, United States is going to be strong. I don't care what you're doing in Europe. I don't give a damn what China's doing. We're going to be strong as hell, and we're coming back out of the ashes like a phoenix.
Well, it's not just in America; it's around the world.
You're right. You're right.
You know, Dutch farmers.
One
as
more
we said,
shot.
Italy, Sri Lanka. There's video of Sri Lanka overtaking their presidential palace, swimming in the pools because they're sick of the prices. They're sick of the gas. Life, as we know it, has been changing, and not to go fatalistic on everybody, but before you know it, we're there. Some of these things are happening.
Yeah.
It may not be totally in our backyard yet, but the pricing
It's
is
in our
happening.
backyard.
The
it
the
is.
pricing on goods, the gas pricing, the dollar being destroyed, Russia getting richer, China benefiting the most from the pandemic, all countries losing value except China. These things.
And Russia.
There's too many things
And
that
Iran.
connect together for it to be.
Yeah.
But Americans, we're not the most intelligent people when it comes. We just trust and sit back because things have been so comfortable and so good.
Do you think that there's
and our
something
lives are
to
too good?
Let me
Until
ask
you have
you this.
everything taken away, you don't pay attention.
Let me ask you this. We used to be the number one school. Our children were the number one in schooled kids in education
Well, in
on
the
the planet.
50s and 60s.
50s, 60s, 70s, and then boom, started to drop off. Do you think that there's something to these school districts saying we're going to really focus on LGBTQ? We're really going to focus on race relations. Screw science, screw literature, screw
Something's there,
public.
Eric.
Do you think that
Yeah,
there's
something
depressing the education of kids so that in the next 20 years, these people are cool with not having what maybe we had back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, with not aspiring maybe, Crystal Cooper, to being as wealthy and as rich as you could be and as happy as you wanted to be?
Maybe.
Do you think that the NEA is out there doing something nefarious? And do you think that it is time? I just saw this somewhere. One of the states has a law now that you can actually go to any school you want. I can't remember what it was, but it's time for school vouchers. I'm going to give you this. You put your kid in any school you want to go to. If Parkway is not doing it for you, if their school system is too political for you, here's a voucher system for you. Have fun with that. It's time, man.
Well, it may be time. Well, now you switch subjects on, but that's not happening across the country.
I didn't say it was.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was. I'm saying in the abstract.
And it's not going to happen all across the country because there are too many states that would not allow that to happen.
Well, there's one that did. I can't remember which one it is.
It's just like everything else, as we've talked about. And you talked about it pretty eloquently when it comes down to a state issue thing. States are making laws for themselves, but then how will that work out? How long will it take if we do get some sort of one world rule, one world governing body?
Correct.
How long is that going to take? And then how does that affect the individual countries? And then you have states in the United States that have their own laws.
Yeah.
Because none of that stuff would happen without fights. And I know that I use that word fatalistic. You've got what's going on in this country, state to state, and then you may have what's going on with this country and the world when it comes to one rule, which is when President Biden talked about that in a press conference and slipped up, I was like, I can't believe I'm just listening to this. He's talking about how we need a world unity, how we need to be under one rule. And I'm like, do they realize they're letting him say this?
Yes, they do.
And then I was like, yeah, maybe they do.
Because they're letting the cat out of the bag
They who are ever writing his speeches.
Slowly. Here's the deal. People are not pissed off about Roe versus Wade because of the abortion issue, in my opinion. I think the left is way more jacked up because this is the Supreme Court saying this is a state issue. This is not a federal issue.
I agree.
The federal government should have the ability to make laws, and this is going to be really important for them in the years to come. We need gun laws across the country, not just in New York, but if you go to Missouri, these Missourians have a lot of guns. This has to be a federal thing so we can clamp down on this thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think that Roe versus Wade is such an important issue in the elections. I think this is way more for the left to say, get the Supreme Court out of our way. We have an agenda that is worldwide that cannot be impeded by the Supreme Court. Do you think that's true, Vic? Does that make kind of sense? That we don't need a right-wing, we don't need the Constitution. We need to get rid of the Constitution so we can replace it with a world Constitution.
That's what the left is saying right now.
Yeah.
Well, you have elected politicians saying we need to get rid of the Constitution. That the representatives in D.C. saying this isn't working.
Yeah.
It's not fair. We need to forget the Constitution.
Correct.
Because of Roe v. Wade.
Right.
Because of situations.
Gun violence or gun the Second Amendment stuff. Yes.
So you start leaking it in. And there are people who are paid off to do this. And it's interesting because when you talk about a one world order, guess whose viewpoint that was? That was Hitler's.
Sure was.
That was exactly.
That was the beginning back in 1931.
And
You're
being
right.
a history guy myself, it more of a soft world order, but now it's on steroids. I mean, just think about that. And I don't think the world, quote, civilization would be accepting, but you may not have a choice when the richer get richer and poorer get poorer. And then you start to see a decline in everyday life. I mean, it's,
But you got to wonder, there's no way that you can put together you can't do a show like tonight at 7 o'clock on Channel 2. We're going to tell you what this new world order looks like.
No,
you can't
you
do
always want that, but no.
Yes, I do.
Because
we might like it. They might go, we got something so exciting
for you. And we don't
you.
get that on a national level either. Because what is to say who's in control of the media?
Who's in control of the media?
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
I would love to know.
And, well, the recently published Gallup poll that I've been talking about now says that Americans are far less confident in the United States of any media, television, newspapers as well. And it's interesting. The military, the presidency, the police, religious organizations, all of these things that the Supreme Court has been ruling on. 16% of Americans say that they have a great deal of confidence in newspapers right now. That's a 5% drop from last year. Oh, and then it gets even. That was the lowest number since 1973. But then television news, just 11%.
That's terrible.
Have a great deal or quite a lot of confidence in the industry.
Wow.
That's down 5% from 11%. National and local should be thinking about that, going, how do we change that? How do we change that? How do we get back to actually having trust? Well, you know what? You cover every side over and over and over again. Yeah. You cover every side, which is what I have said that News Nation continues to try to do, but it's an uphill battle for them when you're the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
You've got to cover every side.
Yeah.
And you're not getting that in national media.
Yeah.
Every television GM, every ownership group should be scared to death of stats like that. And that just didn't happen by chance.
No.
It happened because people feel disenfranchised by what they're receiving.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, with everything going on with Biden, all these mishaps and things like we just played that clip, how are these late night comedian shows not just rocking the ratings with taking advantage of this stuff? Because that's pure comedy gold.
Which one?
All of the things, him falling off the bike, him like talking in the
They're
teleprompter.
shills. They're covering for him.
I know, but I'm saying, like, at what point are they gonna say
They can't. They will never.
this is my show, my ratings. I'm not going down with this flaming ship, and I'm gonna start
Never.
making fun of him.
Ideology will surpass income every single time. Okay.
Could you
Gutfeld.
imagine
Greg
if
Gutfeld.
Donald Trump fell off a bicycle?
Greg,
That's what I mean. Like,
look,
it's comedy
Or,
gold.
or
We all
put a
deserve to
medal
laugh a little
around
bit.
a war hero backwards and clapped and looked at him while he clapped.
Or practically fell down the air stairs going up to the airplane?
You know,
But
here's
Chris,
the only
Democrats are still making fun or ripping Trump for, quote, making fun of a paralyzed person or somebody who had
The only
some
thing
issues.
Trump did that I can remember that was similar to that was he kind of sort of slipped going down a ramp at some kind of a military show. I can't remember what it was, but he had patent leather shoes on in the rain going down. I've slid on my ass going down those ramps about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
And Trump caught himself, and that's all they really had for him, kind of having a spill of some sort. Biden has literally fallen up the air stairs. How many times? 3 or 4 times? He's fallen off a bike. He repeats lines in teleprompters.
Did you guys see somebody went out there with chalk? Biden fell here.
Yeah.
No, they did not.
Yes,
On
they
social
did.
media.
Yes, they did.
I saw that on social
The
media.
exact spot where he fell off his bicycle.
His
a couple
bicycle.
weeks
Genius.
ago.
That's genius.
Crazy.
Greg Gutfeld on cable news is the number uno late night talk show. Here's the deal. You can hide certain things in politics. You can't hide numbers.
Subject matter.
You can't hide subject matter.
Subject
exactly.
matter. And he's the worst host ever, but the subject
I like
matter
him.
is so good.
Yes.
He is
It's
not.
so
I
subject
like him
matter.
a lot.
Well, I know you, but he is the worst host ever.
No, he's not. I think he's
He's
a
a
great host.
squirrely, weaselly little dude that's like a jackass.
But you wouldn't want people saying that about you.
But I
he's
don't. But
number
that's
one.
not me.
But he's number one.
And he's number one because of subject matter. The show, because once again, it gets back to
No,
this.
he's funny.
it
I
gets
think you would
back-
watch him and you would like him
timing.
after a
He
certain
has
amount of time.
timing.
I
He's
watched the
good.
show.
Yeah, I think you would
No,
like
I
him.
watched the show, but it's the only bad thing about that show is him. It's his panel, his guests are
That's your
fantastic.
It's kind of punk rock.
And
He
it's your
wouldn't be
opinion.
number one if he wasn't good though.
No, I'm just
So
trying to
that's-
explain. Here's something you got to understand about TV, and this goes at what I was just talking about, Crystal. It's subject matter. It's not because
Yeah,
he's
but if
good.
the host sucks, it's not going to do well. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
going to
does.
fully disagree with you on this
Well,
one.
you're
You
allowed
just
to.
personally don't like him.
No,
and that's
well, let me
fine,
finish. Well, you haven't
but
let me
he's
finish.
a great host.
Here,
You
he's a
can't say he's,
terrible host.
No, he's not.
He's a terrible host. Let me finish. You finish. Now I get to finish. It's subject matter because you can't find what that show gives anywhere else.
Right.
And it gets right back into what I'm talking about.
Yes.
People don't trust media because they're
Yes.
not getting the information. And if you get the information from one spot, then you're going to watch.
Yes.
Now, getting back to your point, if there was 2 shows like that and there was a different host, mark my words, that show would beat him. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Edge right after this. It's 9:54. We're late. This is The Edge.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
The Troy Area Chamber of Commerce presents the 17th Annual Memories on Main Car Show in Troy, Saturday, August 6th. Rain or shine, Main Street in Troy will come alive with great cars, music, food, and much more. Registration runs from 8 a.m. until noon and awards at 3 p.m. Dash plaque for the first 200 registrations. For more information and registration, call 462-8769. That's 462-TROY. Visit TroyOnTheMove.com or like the Troy Chamber on Facebook. The 17th Annual Memories on Main Street Car Show in Troy, Saturday, August 6th.
DQ presents the sound of an all-star summer lineup. Leading off, the promising rookie, new Oreo Dirt Pie. On deck, the fan favorite Girl Scout Thin Mints. Summer standouts, Drumstick with peanuts and cotton candy. And batting cleanup, it's you. With your red spoon and 6 summer blizzard flavors, official treat of MLB. All part of the new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup. DQ? Happy tastes good.
Come on down to St. Louis Hemp Company in St. Peters, where you can get all of your CBD needs, as well as many other euphoric cannabinoid-based products. From topicals to edibles and drinks, St. Louis Hemp Company has what you need, and new products are coming in all the time. You can get your medical marijuana card in store. Come on in to St. Louis Hemp Company, just off I-70 at Salt Lake Road by Deerbergs, and get your hemp together. Check out St. Louis Hemp Company on Facebook for more info and map.
If you are having a bad day at work, I can help. Hi, this is Curtis Barks with Complete Auto Body and Repair. We just expanded to Cottleville and St. Peters and are looking for qualified automotive and auto body technicians that would want to work in a climate-controlled environment. That's right, we offer a fully climate-controlled, air-conditioned and heated facility in both Cottleville and St. Peters. Visit us at CompleteAB.com. If it's not perfect, it's not complete. Others can't compete with Complete Auto Body.
Dad, and service.
Oh yeah, and service.
He fixes cars.
Hello, Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cashback Match. Now to recap and say cashback one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Guys, welcome back to the show. We're running over. We appreciate you joining us today. Fastest 2 hours, Morning Talk Radio. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Krista Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Chris, I think I'm going to wear yellow tonight.
Yellow?
I won't even wait for, yep, just because I know we're late.
Yellow's good. Shanny will take it from here. He's up next. Have a great day. Yes, very fast.
Bye.
Talk to everybody tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock.